Here's ultra wide, because some people are going to use this, especially if they're trying to get into some vlogging action with either one of these phones. Which one do you think looks better, sounds better, especially with the vlogging mechanism going on here? I'll just run a little bit. Not really running, but walking fast for you. Come into a much more lit environment. What do you guys think? All right, here's the back cameras on both of these phones. Pixel 8 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. Flip them around, a little bit of light. Check out how good the stabilization is on both of these. What do you guys think? Please let me know. Microphones too, don't forget about that. Put them on the doggies. Yoongi, Yoongi. One thing I noticed with the pictures, I don't know about video, but with pictures, the Pixel phone does a lot better with the natural lighting of it, and the iPhone really turns up the saturation a lot. Choco. Yoongi. All right, so these are the front cameras, 4K 30 on both. And you can also tell by the microphones as well. When I did the microphone test the other day on the Pixel, I did have to amplify it for some reason. I'm not sure why it was kind of quiet. So hopefully I don't have to do that again. But what do you guys think? Kind of, you can see the light behind me. I feel like the iPhone might be handling that light better. It's more even keel. It's not like so dramatic. And then when I walk towards the light, what do you guys think? Which one looks better? All right, so for the camera test of these two phones, I felt like with photos, the Pixel 8 Pro was much more lifelike, and the saturation on the 15 Pro Max was over the top, way over the top. But if I showed both photos to people, I think more people, I feel like, would choose the 15 Pro Max because of that saturation, which adds a lot of liveliness to the photos. But knowing what I know when I'm taking the photo and the quality of the photo, I think I prefer the Pixel 8 Pro over the iPhone 15 Pro Max in terms of photos. In videos though, I prefer the iPhone. Again, it still adds a lot of saturation, but I felt like the Pixel 8 Pro looked really dead, really flat looking, and I know you can fix that in post-production and add some colors to it. But a lot of people aren't going to do that. So I'd have to give it to the iPhone for that in terms of the winning of the video. It also has, and I didn't even show you guys, like the blurring, the background cinematic mode. It has it on the front and the back cameras. With the iPhone, only has it on the back camera of the Pixel 8 Pro. That's another thing. So for me, I'm going to give the video to the iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Let me know when you hear me, be up for a smoke outside. Let me know when you hear me, be up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me. Regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me. I guess I'll take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you'd come by. There's a party downtown, someone said that.
This song right here, it's very close, but I think I gotta give the edge to the iPhone 15 Pro Max on just being a little bit louder and crisper. Yeah, iPhone's just a smidge louder, but you know what? Pixel 8 Pro is really, really close, at least in just my ear test right here of these two songs. So You know, the iPhone, I give a slight win, but it's very, very close. Now, performance of these two phones, day-to-day usage, you're not going to notice any difference really. They're both extremely fast. They both have 120 hertz refresh rate displays. You're just not going to really notice any difference. Now, if you test these benchmark to benchmark, iPhone absolutely destroys it, kills it. But, you know, day-to-day usage, if you're just opening and closing apps, again, you're not going to notice a huge difference at all. It's going to seem very, very close to that. Now, gaming, you will notice a difference. That's where the iPhone 15 Pro Max will definitely win this one, without a doubt. Games are more optimized for the iPhone over Android in a lot of ways, especially AAA titles with frame rates and stuff at high resolutions. But, you know, Pixel 8 Pro can still game, it's just not going to be at the same level. Now, I have both of these games at the top resolution for both of them, and I don't know if you can tell, just look at the water. The iPhone is at the bottom here. The water just flows a lot more smooth. Hopefully you can tell the difference, and then I'll play this game. Here we go. Here is the Pixel 8 Pro, and it plays it totally fine. I can even lower the resolution of this, and it'll play even better, smoother and stuff, the frame rates. But when you pull it on the iPhone just runs so well. No issues at all. The frame rates are amazing. It's really, really good looking. And this game, even though it's Roblox, this game is pretty graphically intensive, and the iPhone just cuts through it like butter. A warm knife through some butter, no problems at all. Pixel 8 Pro, it does an okay job, but it's definitely not known for gaming. And you know, you might not even care about the gaming, but day-to-day usage, like I said, are awesome on both of these phones. Both phones get kind of hot when you use them. Just in that short little bit of gaming, the iPhone's definitely warmer for sure. In that just that little bit of gaming I've been doing. The Pixel 8 Pro actually isn't too warm. It's not too bad. It's a little warm, but it's definitely not that bad. So expect both phones to get hot pretty much doing certain things. Like the Pixel 8 Pro, you might get hot using the cameras, doing 4K video and taking pictures and stuff like that. But both phones have improved with some updates they've pushed out with the controlling the heat and things like that. But just be prepared, they both might get kind of warm. The feeling of both phones in your hand, I prefer the feeling of the Pixel 8 Pro. Reason being, it's got a little bit more, it just feels a little bit more rounded to hold, especially on the sides here. And this just feels more flat on the sides. So I prefer holding, and it feels a little bit easier to hold the Pixel 8 Pro. Design-wise, iPhone, both of them look premium, feel premium, but I prefer the way the iPhone looks. I think it looks and feels a little bit more premium, but in terms of, you know, looks and things like that, yeah, I'd have to give it to the iPhone just by a little bit. And then also you got your buttons on the side here. iPhone has an extra button at the top that used to be a mute switch, and it still works as one, but you can customize it to open up your camera or do something like that. Pixel phone does not have that on here. Also, with unlocking the phone and stuff like that, Pixel phone, you can unlock the phone with your face. You can unlock it with your fingerprint. iPhone only unlocks with your face. It doesn't have a fingerprint sensor at all, but it works great. You can also use this on here to get into your banking apps, your password apps, and all stuff like that. The fingerprint is the only one that works with banking apps and anything secure, but it works great and it's fine. So it's really a preference if you wanted the fingerprint or not, but both methods I think work fantastic. Software features, well, you know, with the iPhone, you're getting iMessage, you're getting FaceTime, you're getting all the integration between all the other different Apple devices, from computers to tablets and all that stuff that they have here. But then, you know, you also get the amazing App Store, which both have a really good App Store, but you know, this one, the apps are really, really made well. And they're made good for Android too, don't get me wrong, I don't really have any issues with it, but you're gonna get a lot more high quality apps on the iPhone than the Pixel side. But again, all the major stuff works great on both phones. I haven't had an issue on either one of them. Also with the UI, I don't love the notifications on here. I don't think they work that well. I mean, I see them, but I don't know, like you swipe them, they only swipe one way. it's kind of annoying. I love the way notifications work on the Pixel phone. I think they work fantastic. You can swipe them either way. They're easy to use. I'm more of an Android guy, so I love the customizations you get here. You can change your icons. You can kind of change them on there now too. Wallpapers on both. You can change the lock screens on both. I just prefer Android though. I like having a back button, or at least gestures to go back. You know, if I'm here, I can hit that and go back. I can multitask if I want, so I can open up 2 windows at once. I can, as you know, split screen or whatever you want to call it. Let me pick another window that will do that. There we go. So I got 2 windows open at once. So I can watch a video and shop on this, or turn it sideways and it goes that way, or make one larger or smaller. So it's really great. So I personally prefer the Android UI and software, and settings menu is a lot easier, I feel like, to use on the Google phone, the Pixel phone. You can search for literally anything. Sometimes you search for stuff in the settings of the iPhone, it doesn't always come up. So for me, I'm an Android guy. I think it's easier to use too. So I prefer the Android. Just to show you, I have both phones up to max brightness. Go back to my home screens and you can see, I feel like you can see the iPhone just a little bit clearer, a little bit brighter on there, definitely. Easier to see. Here's the Droid Life website. And again, I can see both pretty darn well in the direct sunlight here. But again, I feel like the iPhone might be just a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to see. Obviously, it's bolded in a little bit more, so that's also why it's easier to see. But both are very, very close in terms of their brightness. Now here's both phones at about 50% brightness. Swipe up to go home on the Galaxy, on the Pixel phone. Here they are on their home screens at 50% still. I can definitely see the iPhone a little bit easier. Here's that same website, and I can definitely see the iPhone just a little bit easier. So for me, the winner, I'd probably say the iPhone is brighter if you see me outside, but it's a really close race for sure with both phones. You can see them both great outdoors. Now, which one should you buy? Now, you can get this for as low as $9.99 for just like no trade-ins, just buying it, no sale going on, $9.99 for 128 gigs of this phone. It's $11.99 for the 15 Pro Max for $256. If you want $256 of this phone, it's $10.59. So it's still much cheaper, $150 to $200 cheaper to get the Pixel 8 Pro over the 15 Pro Max. But the better overall phone in most ways is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But it's not so much better, and it doesn't destroy it in so many ways that it's like, yeah, this is a piece of crap. It's not at all. It's actually way, way close. And I think if you're, tossing up between these two phones, it's really dependent upon, have you ever tried an Android phone? If you haven't, I'd say give the Pixel 8 Pro a try. And if you're on the Android side and you're like, hey, maybe I should jump over to the iPhone side, unless like you need to for some kind of iMessage or integration with all your other Apple products, and that's a really important thing for you, I'd say stick with the Pixel 8 Pro. Save yourself some money. This is a really, really nice phone. If you're a gamer, you're definitely gonna wanna go on the iPhone. It's gonna perform way better and last way longer in terms of performance gaming over the Pixel 8 Pro, but everything else is really, really close, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.